ain't they?
Hello, Forrest.
You got new legs.
Titanium alloy.
Always wanted to do this in front of you.
Creating content that enlightens and lifts you up.
Dish, sir, dish.
Me at Splash Mountain, just pepper these in here.
Hello everyone, this is Kermit the Frog reporting live from the final showing of Muppet Vision 3D.
Right? God, I missed our daily dishes.
Yes, indeed.
You know, I really don't remember you being this opinionated.
Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the dish!
Hey. So, let's dish.
What do you want to dish about?
Anything you guys want. This is your time.
Welcome back, Fun Fam, and if you're brand new to the channel, welcome in to follow the Bradley's Fun. This is The Dish with yours truly, me, Roddy Bradley, Internet's Mr. Nice Guy. Although, I'll be honest with you, I'm not feeling that nice today. I don't know. I'm just feeling off. But I hope that wherever you are, you're having a phenomenal day. Speaking of the day, as of the recording of this and the live stream, it is the 22nd day of April. And 2026, it's a Wednesday. And if you are watching this on the replay, make sure you're commenting below. Replay gang, make sure you can comment on any of the stories, of course. And please do that as we get into it. It is going to be a little bit of a shorter show today, so we want to say hi to all those that are coming in. Thank you for rating in from the Vash Sky Parkcast. For those that have been rating in from the Vash Sky Parkcast, and let's say hi to everybody that's in the chat. Of course, TJ Magnifi is here wrenching and helping us out with the show, and he'll be on in just a moment. And his better half, Linda, also here. Freedom Seeker, I like the new name. Howdy, y'all. And love the who was Val? Was Val Doc Holliday, or was he someone else? I'm trying to remember. Young Guns, is it? Okay, so at that time, Young Guns was one of the movies that came out about the era, and then there was like another competing movie almost about the same thing. Tell me in the chat, because I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure that Young Guns is the one that was directed by Dean Cain's dad. Anyway, you should know. You've got the avatar, so let me know in the chat. Anyway, we've got Mark. I always want to say Mark and Zoc. I don't think that's really right. Mark ZN7 OK. Markson OK. Hello. Yes, better matches the other socials. So now we can see that. And then KB is here. Says hello, everyone. KB 4342. Thank you guys for being here. You're the apple in my eye. You're the cream in my coffee. You are, of course, the gigawatts and the energon that makes this guy, especially today, on a day like today, even when I don't want to be here, I think of you guys, and you guys give me the energon, like the Transformers of old, to transform and roll out of bed to be here with you.
A toast, Autobots. Boy, these are good. I needed to refuel. Energy! This stuff's the greatest!
I am checking. I was having some technical issues before the show, and I'm checking something because I had thought that I set a goal. It wasn't a major goal or anything, but I thought I set a goal beforehand, and now I'm not seeing the goal on the chat. You guys see a goal in the chat? I don't see a goal. Oh, yeah. Okay, there it is. Wait, I see it on one place. I don't see it on another. Let me know if you see a goal. Oh, yeah, there it is. It should be there. Oh, Go and Shogi's here. Sorry, I'm so out of it today, and I do apologize for that. Let me see if I can see it over here. Just checking my technical stuff. My screen's on the other side. And yeah, okay, now I see it. So Andy W is here. Yes, look, the goal is really low today. It's just for it's dollar, it's power to the 199 is the goal today, if you will, because it's about the 199. That's all it is. $1.99 super chats. If you can contribute, that's great. You don't have to, and certainly do not if you cannot. But here's the deal. The goal Q&A. Ask me anything, ask Tom anything. He'll be on in just a moment, and we will do our best to answer those questions. And it's really easy. 5 of the low level super chats. You can super chat higher if you want. Of course, we will give you time and attention. But anytime there is a super chat, super thing, super sticker, PayPal, buy me coffee, anybody becomes a member or drops memberships or any of that kind of support, we love to celebrate it on this channel. And what does a celebration look like? We're going to show you, but biggest thing on the dish is we celebrate. It's interactive. So Andy, I know you're out there, and Kit Kat loves to celebrate. Look, whenever we celebrate together, drop emojis in the chat. If you're a member, custom emojis. If you're not a member, fireworks emojis. We're going to practice right now. I love to practice. Let's do it. We're going to do a Wookiee dance celebration. Let's practice. Get your emojis ready. We're going to go right. 3, 2, 1, now. Superman showing us how it's done. And yes, that is right. $2 for the goal. And I'm going to give you a little something extra, Cuban Superman. I don't think anybody has seen this one in its completeness. So Cuban Superman, this is how we are correcting Star Wars.
Now then, it is your turn. Canon correction in progress.
That's something to celebrate. C-3PO was the hero all along. That is true. Go and Shogi's in the house. There's a lot more people coming in now. Oh my gosh. I see. And God, I got to back up. Kit Kat's here. Okay. So I got to go back to where was the answer before. Let's see. Okay. There it is. All right. Andy W is catching this live. Andy, did you see where I signed this for you? So we tried to put this in a box today to ship it out. And I was going to use a Pringle box. And then I realized, you know what? The Pringle box, there it is. There is the signature, the autograph to Andy. Love, Ron E. Bradley. Okay. So there it is. So I was going to put it in a Pringle box and it almost fit, but not quite. And then I realized that Pringle box was way too thin. So I'm going to take it to FedEx or USPS tomorrow. And we are going to get that done for you. Wild Man of Yavin is back in the house. Yeah, the rough days, they are there. They happen. Going Shogi is here. My mom is here. Everybody say hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Vash Sky Parkcast Raid. O2RR is raiding in. And Helen Tuma, Wildman Gavin Young Guns, Kit Kat, and yeah, Christopher Kane. Dean talks about his dad. So it's his stepdad, but it's the guy who raised him. A lot of people don't know this, but Dean Kane was adopted by Christopher, and he raised him. His real dad is Japanese, so Dean Kane was technically the first Asian Superman. A lot of people don't realize that either, but that's cool. The Unforgiven, Quick and the Dead, Young Guns, Tombstone, yes. All of those were in there. But up. And Andy says sees a goal. O2RR is here. Okay, yeah. It's kind of a doesn't really matter to me. I'm having a day today, guys. I'm having a day. Magically MJ is here. Cuban Superman, thank you again for your wait, did somebody else wait, O2RR came in? O2RR says saw Mario Galaxy last night. 7.1 out of 10 for me. I gave it an 8.5 for the fun factor, but you have your own fun factor because O2RR's got a special celebration. Let's celebrate O2RR and celebrate with O2RR together with what I call the Tomorrowland music. And Andy W, thank you so much. Dean was a good Superman. And he's also a really good man. Like, he's just a really good man. Like, Dean Kane is a great guy. And I have appreciated him so much. You guys, Andy, let me see if I can find something for you. A lot of people don't know this. So I know you see it at the beginning of the show. I probably won't be able to put the sound on for this. I'm trying to find it. Trying to see if I can find it. You guys want to see some on-set photos with Dean? I will put them up just for you guys. I was going to do something else, and I will celebrate that in just a moment. But we're going to put this on the stage real quick. On-set photos from my movie with Dean Kane. There's Dean right there. You can see the lights. You can see the cameras. It's all real. And the guy in the JC Films Studios T-shirt, that is the director of the movie. Dean's sitting over there on the left. And I don't know if I was taking the pictures or if somebody else took these pictures. No, somebody else took these pictures because I don't know if there's Dean with our director. And another shot. Yeah, these are all the behind the scenes photos from when we were filming. Fun stuff there. Fun stuff. Andy W, let's give you, I know you love the Wookiee celebration, so let's give you the Wookiee celebration, shall we? And I think we got one more, and then we got to get our guest in here. Kit Kat, just one more for the goal. I think we're almost there. My goodness, you guys are awesome. I love my community. You guys are the best, and we are going to have a special. We've got 2 live streams this weekend. We got a special dish live stream. Why am I up like that? I don't like it. Got 2 live streams, and my wife has complete control over the Sunday stream. So, Kit Kat, we got to do your celebration. Then we got to get Tom in here. Come on, let's do it. All right, we got to bring them on in here.
Afternoon, everybody.
Tom!
What's up, Ron? Can you hear me?
I can hear you quite well, Mr. Tom of Bark Magnitude.
Good. So, what we dishing about?
We are dishing about some Paramount and some, I don't know, there's a couple other things that I was looking at here that could also be interesting before we get to the Paramount story. So I'm going to let the folks in the chat determine. See, this show's a little bit looser. I don't have that format that's really, really rigid where it's like, oh, gotta get to this. And, and here's the deal. Here's why. It's because I think there needs to be different types of shows on YouTube. Like some people real rigid, real get to the story, and some just like chatting it up and just having a good old time. And we're somewhere,
chaos.
little bit of chaos. We're
Controlled
somewhere
chaos. There you go.
Somewhere between brood banter and that Park Place. That's what I'm like. That's
yeah.
I'm like I fall somewhere there in the middle. So
by the way,
yeah.
You said brood banter, right? There's a Bark Magnitude takeover on this Friday. Come play.
Yeah, it was what I was looking something up and like I saw my own channel name in there or something. I don't know what it was about, but
yeah, you'll see it.
I'll be there. So I don't know if I'll be there the whole time. I'll definitely be there.
You don't have to be there. Come in, drink down a brew, and leave, or a protein shake, whatever you're drinking.
Yeah, Well,
I got one of these today.
Is it a high C?
It's a Sunkist.
Oh, I love Sunkist. Do they still make what's that orange stuff called?
Tang?
No, not Tang. What was that stuff called? Why can't I think of it? It came in. What is that stuff called? I can't even think of the name. Somebody in the chat's got to know what I'm talking about. It's an orange drink that everybody, like all the kids drink, putting in the fridge. I can't remember it. Hawaiian Punch.
Squish or whatever it was. Squirt. Orange Crush.
I want to think it was
Sunny D.
Sunny D. That's it.
Yeah, they
Sunny
still make
D.
it. Shogi
Sunny,
just said in the chat. Sunny
yeah,
D.
Sunny D. I couldn't think of it.
They still make it. I haven't found it in a while though.
Yeah, I haven't
They used to
seen
sell it in a nice like
Sunny D.
half-gallon jug.
I thought that Sunny D was taken off the market for some weird stuff that was in it or something. I don't know.
Really? No, that explains a lot.
We drink Fanta. I like we like orange Fanta, grape Fanta. Sunny D has a great energy drink. I didn't know that, Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan, I got to get with you on Facebook because you're still in Chicago, right? I got somebody else in Chicago that I'm friends with that I want to introduce you to because you guys should be fast friends. So go and Shogi. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for that. Hit the like button. Okay, so in the chat, let me know. Do you want the Warner Brothers Paramount story first, or would you like to know the juice on the Michael Jackson biopic issues? Oh, because there's an interesting story about that.
You had to say juice on it? That's scary.
See what I did there? See what I did there?
Yeah. Nasty. I'm going to leave now. See you later.
Yeah. Anyhow. So let me know. Where's the poll? There's a way to do a poll thing on this. I can't remember where that.
I can't help you. I'm not in this thing. I can't help you.
Well, yeah, I meant to. I would have. Let's see. Okay. Let's do that. We'll do Michael Jackson or Paramount. I think I can do this. MJ.
Was Michael Jackson a Paramount artist?
He might have been.
That's
he was definitely a Pepsi. He was definitely a Pepsi artist. Let's see if this works. I've never done this before. Start and show. All right, there it is. Apparently, that's something I can do. Look at that.
Yeah, but guess where it is?
It's on StreamYard.
Yeah,
and I think people just like say one or two in the chat, and I think that makes it work. Let's see.
Oh, I want to be interesting.
Oh yeah, see. So just type 1 or 2 in the chat.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, look at that.
That's nice tagging.
I actually prefer that over
the one that runs in the YouTube chat.
Yeah, because I can set it up so much easier from here. Mark says he can't see it. So Mark, you can type 2 for Paramount or 1 for Michael Jackson. And we'll run it for a few. I've got some 1s and 2s. Okay, we got 1 for MJ. We got 50-50 right now. 50-50. Andy W says a Michael Jackson story. Cuban Superman, Michael Jackson story. I did too. Evermore. Okay, Michael Jackson. Okay, I'm gonna cap it. And, Dude Man Cuz. I love Dude Man Cuz. Dude Man Cuz, good to see you, man.
Anybody else?
I love. You remember hanging out with Dude Man Cuz at the Geeks and Gamers meetup, right?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah. Dude, good to see you in the chat, buddy. All right, so we're gonna go.
Or just did it. Hold on.
Oh, that's right. Oh, we're so close.
Let's see what happens. Well, how many people we have in the chat, Ron? Does it actually?
I've got like 26. I see 26, but you know what? I'm gonna go. It's just MJ's edging out Paramount, so we're gonna go with the MJ story first. But
she's not on the stream right now. She's in the chat.
That MJ.
Oh.
All right. Let's get to our first story. Where is the darn thing? It just left. Why does it do that? Sorry, guys. Why did it do that? Sometimes StreamYard gives me this issue where I can't get to the things that I want to get to. Oh, there it is. All right. You guys ready? Here we go. And it's not there.
Ron, remove the poll.
It's funny. I got asked the same question when I was working that ladies' night that one time. Oh, sorry. That was.
That's that. I'm not going to touch that one with the 10-foot pole.
There we go. All right. Out of thatparkplace.com, bookmark it if you haven't done so yet. Michael Jackson biopic originally included a criminal allegations against singer before sweeping reshoots. Now, this is interesting. Anyone see the interview a long time ago? Michael Jackson was still alive and there was all that stuff. Did you ever see that interview, Tom? It was a British guy, and they were asking him, and Michael Jackson went into all the details. I can't say the stuff. They took pictures of my, that was, it was.
It was.
Well,
yeah.
I'm surprised that they even wanted to include it in the first place because Michael Jackson is being portrayed by one of his relatives. So, this is by Trevor Denning. And it just came out today. Michael, the upcoming film chronicling Michael Jackson's rise to fame, underwent significant reshoots after production wrapped. Producer Graham King recently told the Wall Street Journal that large portions of the film had to be discarded for legal reasons. The discovery came as a shock. Michael had already completed filming and King was on vacation when he received the news. He goes, it was pretty crazy and surreal, King said. I've never experienced that where you finish a film and then find out you didn't have the legal rights to tell that story. Wow.
Oopsie.
I would imagine he was so hurt when he got the news. He was like, oh, telling the story of a figure as iconic and polarizing as Jackson was always going to present challenges in his later years. He faced abuse allegations that remain a defining and controversial part of his legacy. Many observers question how Michael would approach that chapter. Early reactions have criticized the film for omitting those controversies entirely. However, according to King, excluding them was not part of the original plan. Legal complications. The funny thing about that, I always think about the song that he wrote, Michael Jackson himself wrote and put out about that very thing called Just Leave Me Alone. Remember that?
I'm not familiar with that one.
How's it go? So just leave me alone. Yeah, leave me alone. Anyway, it was a whole thing. In 1993, a lawsuit filed on behalf of a 13-year-old boy accused Jackson of serious, we're going to omit that word for the story, but you can read it right there, misconduct. Yes. Jackson denied the allegations, and the case was later settled at the time. And in the years since, in the case, along with similar accusations, has remained a frequent point of debate and an unavoidable part of the pop star's legacy. Michael was originally intended to put that chapter of Jackson's story to film with care before the reshoots. However, during post-production, the Jackson estate discovered a critical oversight. As part of the settlement with the boy's family, Jackson had agreed that the story could not be used for commercial purposes. The entire third act of the film ended up requiring extensive reshoots. Michael had already carried a reported $150 million budget. Ooh, I don't think they're going to make that. I don't think they're going to break even.
I don't know. He was a very popular character, singer, songwriter, and famous. You'd be surprised.
But biopics just rarely make their money back. No biopic. I liked the one about Queen, and that still, I don't think it did all that great in the movie theater. It did as great as they can do. And sometimes they break even, but I don't know that they ever really profit. But they do later on. They usually run like on streaming, whatever. But driven largely by costly music rights. Additionally, some of the cut scenes were likely costly, including recreations of the 1990s Dangerous Tour and the 2000s Invincible Tour. Because of the settlement, the estate reportedly spent tens of millions more on additional filming. The delays also pushed the film's release back by a full year. Apparently, so this was done by the estate, I guess, of Michael Jackson. which is not something I actually realized.
I didn't know that. I'm really hooked.
Here's a question, Tom. Did you ever go see Michael Jackson?
No, because I believe it was my stepsisters and my mom went, and the night that they did that, I went to a metal concert. So,
well, there you go. I was 16 years old when I saw Michael Jackson perform in concert, and it was a very good show and a very weird time for me because I went with a guy who a classmate who I didn't like, and his date, and my date who was shoved on me as a blind date. It was such a weird time for me going to the concert. The show was great, but it was one of the weirdest times I ever had because I was like, I am surrounded by people I don't like at an event I really wanted to go to. Of course, Michael put on a fantastic show, but it was just so weird.
I have a question.
Weird. Yeah.
Did it have a mosh pit?
I wouldn't know. I was way up in the nosebleeds.
I went to a mosh pit. I got my nose broken. It was fun.
Oh. I later went to see Janet Jackson in concert. I believe it was at the same venue, but many years later. She performed 4 songs, and then she collapsed on stage and had to be taken to the hospital. And she collapsed from dehydration.
Oh.
And since we bought our tickets right outside the venue from scalpers, we didn't get our money back.
No.
So what my best friend and I did is we went around the back of the venue while everybody else was leaving, and we hung out with Janet Jackson's dancers. All the people that were on stage with her were the people that had recently been in all the videos. So it's like, hey, well, that's kind of cool. Yeah, they were nice. Yeah,
people. She actually had some famous people come out of that.
Yeah, I mean, her choreographer was Paul Abdul. So
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it was really interesting. There's a Michael Jackson fedora popcorn hat. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool.
You got to get that because it's a fedora popcorn hat. Can you actually wear it and put popcorn in at the same time?
I don't know. Anyway, it's a weird story to cover because see, here's the thing. I remember, I don't know if it was on ABC, but it was years ago, actually so many years ago that I recorded it on VHS, but there was a Michael Jackson or Jackson 5
just the term VHS gives you all you need to know.
But it was a Michael Jackson biopic out years ago, but I think it was focused on the Jackson 5, like the Jacksons.
I think it was about the Jackson 5. My mother was a major fan, so
yeah, it showed Michael growing up, showed him getting beat by his dad, and how he ran to his room, and like he was freaked out one time, and like he saw a rat underneath his bed when he was hiding under the bed to escape from his dad beating the crap out of him. And he befriended the rat that would later go on to inspire the song Ben. So like, I don't know if you knew that, but that's how the story showed it, was that Ben was actually a rat that he fantasized was his friend to protect him from his dad beating him up when he was a little kid.
So is that why you like Mickey Mouse?
Probably, but that's where the song "Ben, the two of us need no more." I can't really do Michael Jackson like I used to be able to do back in the old days.
I can't do that ever.
But yeah,
unless I hit myself in a certain place with a hammer.
Oh, the way that would make you feel, I would imagine.
Would hurt.
Yeah.
And I'd be able to get as high as maybe Freddie Mercury and Michael Jackson at the same time.
We need one more super chat to get us over the edge for the supers today. But I want to get us on to the main story. I got to find it here so I can bring it up proper. But up. Scrolling. This is huge because it is, I do believe, an exclusive. And why did all my chat go away? For a second there, I couldn't see the chat on my back end. Guys, we have exclusive. We have breaking news of that Park Place. Let's hit it. In an exclusive story out of that parkplace.com by our good friend Marvin Montanaro, Paramount reveals major severance deal for the Warner Brothers layoffs ahead of the merger. It's not equal for all employees. This is going to be interesting, but I think this is good news. Now, my understanding about how that Park Place got this, there's some sources. We will not go into the revelation of those sources because I don't know who they are. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. When talk of Paramount, Warner Brothers layoffs started dominating the conversation around the proposed merger. The loudest attracting voices warned of mass job losses with little protection. Now, that Park Place has learned exclusively that a key piece of the puzzle may already be in place behind the scenes, and it could significantly soften the blow for many employees. According to a verified internal source close to Warner Brothers Discovery, speaking on the condition of anonymity, Paramount Global has agreed to a structured severance framework tied directly to the merger timeline, a safety net for future layoffs.
Hey, we know those guys.
We do, and I have to pause that because I don't want to. You can't hear that, right?
No.
Okay, good. Per the information provided, employees who are laid off within 2 years of the official merger date will qualify for a minimum severance package calculated at, get this, 3 weeks of pay for every year of employment, capped at a maximum of 2 years of severance. However, there are important baseline protections built into the structure that further define how this applies across the workforce. According to internal documentation, employees in career bands 1 through 6 are guaranteed a minimum of 36 weeks of pay, while those in career bands 7 through 9 guaranteed a minimum of 12 weeks of pay. That's not nothing. In fact, compared to typical corporate severance packages, especially in media, it's relatively robust. For long-tenured employees, this could translate into a meaningful financial cushion during what's expected to be a turbulent transition period. Let's be clear, it doesn't replace a job, but it does buy time. And in an industry that's been shedding positions left and right, time matters. Catch, not everyone qualifies. Here's where things do get a little complicated. Employees who had been flagged for termination during the previous planned Warner Brothers and Discovery Global restructuring that would have followed the now scrapped purchase by Netflix are not eligible for this enhanced protection. These individuals are reportedly marked differently in internal systems and had already been given termination timelines prior to the merger pivot. As a result, their severance terms remain lower. They will receive 2 weeks of pay for every year of employment. That distinction could create internal tension. You're effectively looking at 2 classes of departing employees, those protected by the new merger agreement and those left under the previous restructuring terms. Political pressure meets corporate reality. The merger has already drawn public criticism from Hollywood figures like Mark Ruffalo, who had voiced concerns about large-scale job losses and called for scrutiny from regulators, but this new severance structure complicates that narrative. Doesn't really look like a Hulk.
I'm not going to say nothing.
Yeah. Yes, layoffs are still expected. That was never in doubt. Media mergers almost always come with consolidation, redundancies, and cuts, but the existence of a denied severance floor, especially one this substantial, suggests both sides are at least attempting to mitigate the fallout. Tom, what's your reaction to the severance and the possibilities that Warner's actually trying to look at maybe some decent stuff here?
Corporates are going to corporate. They're going to have different things, and it's Netflix buying them versus them who's buying them now, and you're going to get different structures and all over the place. And unless you're really sitting there and part of it, and I'm kind of curious on how they mark the other employees, if they were hostile type of employees or some kind of negative thing where they're not ever rehireable, that type of deal.
What it sounds to me like is that and I could be wrong, but it sounds to me like Netflix had certain plans like, I don't know. It sounded like the Netflix deal was pretty far forward in the planning process of wanting to go through, and got cut short. But in that process, there was probably some people that they earmarked for letting go, and I'm guessing those people might have gotten some type of a notification about it. Hey, so and so, James,
My
whatever.
question: were they notified of their being let go, and that's still just that, regardless of who was taking them over?
No, I mean, at the time they all thought it was Netflix, so maybe it wasn't. I don't know.
There's got to be.
There's going to create.
Politically motivated. It's going to come back and hit them.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to create some conflict. But I mean, what are you going to do? This is the corporate world. I mean, there you go. So, what this means going forward? It says. Yeah, that doesn't make layoffs painless. It just makes them less catastrophic than they could have been, I guess. What it means going forward, if this Paramount Warner Brothers layoff agreement holds, it could become a key talking point as regulators weigh the broader impact of the merger. Severance protections won't eliminate concerns about job losses, but they do show an effort, however strategic, to address them. So I'm guessing that, there's going to be talks in the Hill about how this thing's going to go down. And of course, we have the optics. Let's not ignore the optics here, with public figures sounding the alarm and political pressure mounting. Having built-in employee safety net gives Paramount and Warner Brothers something tangible to point to when the critics come knocking. I think this is going to be a very interesting situation, especially one that Park Place keeps its eye on moving forward. With that, I think that I'll give you the final word if you have any other thoughts on this.
No, I'm kind of waiting to see what happens. But as people are saying in the chat, they were going to lay off anyway. You kind of wonder if they were just getting rid of troublemakers.
We shall see. I hope it doesn't make too much trouble for the merger. It looks like our good friend, Dude Man Cuz, who I high five because it's what's cool is seeing people in the chat that I've finally gotten to meet up with in real life. Actually, that's how we met. Chat. That was cool.
I kind of showed up at one of the meet and greets, and
yeah,
and you kind of looked at me like I was going to mug you or something. It was kind of weird.
Were you going to mug me?
No,
remember
I was clean cut then.
Native Hawaiian was there too.
Yeah, I was clean cut then.
That's fun. So I gotta have another channel meetup that's locals. I don't know how many locals I have, how many Florida people are in the chat, but Dude Man Cuz is for the goal, and we appreciate that. And for that, we gotta give you it's still giving me trouble back here. Don't know why. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. It's not letting me get to all the things back here. I don't know why.
And so what we've tried to do is really bring that shape language from the architecture. But like what we love to talk about at WDI is shape language. And we often refer to shape language.
There's such iconic shape language in Spaceship Brevity Attraction.
Right. No, we don't want shape language, but the shape language lady that she was stopping us from getting to everything else. Dude Man Cuz, let's celebrate. can fix this shape, lady. All right, guys, Q&A time. Let us know.
You know, Sean, if you could, is she going to come back with a normal looking haircut?
She's just got
Just asking.
I think that's a 4th of July haircut.
Could be.
You know what I mean by 4th of July haircut?
Yeah, it'll blow up.
Those things that you buy in like a little pack, but you light them and then they grow. Snake.
Oh, the little snake things, the little snake things. Yeah,
kind of looks like that coming out of her head. All right, guys, Q&A. What? Any questions for me? I will tell you my Facebook feed has been filled, absolutely filled today with tributes to Alan Osmond. Like I said, I am pretty much friends.
I was surprised you had a show today, Ron.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wanted to keep the schedule. That was a big thing. I definitely wanted to keep the schedule.
Yeah, me and Linda were at a doctor's when we heard that, and we heard it said Donnie first. And I was just like, I was just about to call you then.
Yeah. So Alan and I, we go way back. When I was working at the theater, he's the one that hired me. So, and I'll definitely get to that O2RR because I see it in the chat. Marked it there. Yep. Yeah. Justin Osmond. I'm just going to read this off my Facebook feed. And I'm reading this specifically from Justin because Justin one time complimented me on my smile. And I thought, hey, I've had an Osmond tell me I had a great smile. And, Tom knows this, but the Osmonds were known back in the day for being like having the biggest smiles on television. And like that was like one of their big things that they were known for. So is the whole smiley thing. So when Osmond complimented me on my smile, I was like, oh, wow, that's awesome. So Justin is Meryl's boy. And he says, it's hard to find the right words right now. My Uncle Alan recently passed away. My heart feels the weight of that loss deeply. He was someone who shaped my life in quiet and lasting ways. Whenever he saw me with a big smile, he would call out, hey, Justin, what's your middle name? His middle name is Alan. Carrying his name as my middle name has always meant something special to me, and now it means even more. He also gave me something that has carried me through my life, perspective and strength. His personal motto was, I may have MS, but MS does not have me. I actually remember Alan saying that to me live. I'm going to tell you something very personal about Alan when I finish this. Something that very only people that met him would know. And it's a very interesting thing. It's about the MS. Watching how he lived that truth helped shape my own. Because Justin's deaf, he goes, I may have hearing loss, but my hearing loss does not have me. That mindset, his mindset, has sustained me more than I can put into words. Over time, he lost a significant portion of his hearing, and I was grateful to be able to help him with hearing aids similar to mine. We would laugh together about the moments we couldn't hear what was going on, but somehow that only brought us closer. Thank goodness this isn't a goodbye, but only a good night. Through God's plan of happiness, we will see him again in the morning. Love you, Uncle Alan. Promise to carry your name and legacy with honor, integrity, and love. So something about Alan Osmond that nobody knows unless you met him. Alan had multiple sclerosis. You know that, MS. He had almost no ability to move his right arm or hand. And so, and I don't know for how long that he did this, but when he still had the ability to stand, when he would meet up with you or meet a new person or whatever, he would take his left arm and grab his right arm to put his right hand out to shake your hand, because he knew that that was the proper Like it was a respect thing, and the fact that he did that, or like I said, you would not know that about him unless you met him. But it was something like I remember him doing that, and then we got into a conversation about his MS the first time that happened. He's like, yeah, I have multiple sclerosis and I have trouble moving my hand. We had a whole conversation about it. And he was a really, really good man. It's still weird to me in my head that I know the Osmonds, because growing up, these were like my idols. It was like the Jackson Five, the Osmonds, Wild Horses, and One Bad Apple, and Down by the Lazy River, and some of the great songs of the late 60s and 70s. I mean, I grew up with Tony Orlando and Dawn, Sonny and Cher, Captain and Tennille, Osmonds, the Jacksons, that whole 1970s.
No Three Dog Night.
Three Dog Night. I mean, my dad used to play the Charlie Brown song all the time. Charlie Brown, he's a clown. That one, and then that one played all the time in my house. The other one that played all the time in my house was Bad Leroy Brown.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how many times. Yeah, my mom's saying my cousin has MS. It sucks. It's really tough, but yeah. So no, Donnie and Marie are Alan's brother and sister. They are still very much alive, and I have met both Donnie and Marie. Fortunately, neither one of them have MS, but yeah, it was it's great. It was great working at their theater in Branson, Missouri. They were all really, really good people to me, and it was. I still say it's still bizarre to me. Like the first time I met Jimmy Osmond, because in my mind, you and I are close to the same age. You remember when he came on stage, the Donnie Marie show, and they're like, here's our little brother, little Jimmy Osmond. And everybody called him little Jimmy Osmond. He was like little and chubby, and it was funny. And then, like, a lot of people watch this. Somebody mentioned it yesterday in the chat, the Christmas specials that were such a big deal. After the Donnie Marie show ended, the family did these huge Christmas specials. 70s was into Led Zeppelin, Sabbath, Deep Purple. Yep, there was.
You get why?
No. Hey, all of that stuff though. There was so much. Like, honestly, that era of music. What was cool about it was all of that was so much more musical than anything we get today. Today it's kind of junk. Yeah. So, yeah, I saw David's tribute too. I didn't read David's tribute, but I got his. Jimmy's had a couple of love bonuses. It's so funny. So I meet Jimmy for the first time, and the weird part was he introduced himself as, he goes, "Hi, I'm James Arthur Osmond. Very good to meet you." I'm like, James, why are you using your full name? I'm like, yes, I know who you are. I'm Ron. Good to meet you. It was really, really funny. Oh yeah, I love the Carpenters. Carpenters are good. That's cool. Karen Carpenter. Yeah. Oh, it's so sad what happened to her. But yeah, Carpenter's also great. I mean, look, Janis Joplin, sad what happened to her. The Doors and a lot, there's a lot of sadness in that. But I mean, people that make music often have pretty dramatic lives. We have some Q&As to get to. I saw them and I highlighted the ones that I've seen so far.
Okay.
All right, this is for both of us. What is your favorite DreamWorks animation movie series? Mine is How to Train Your Dragon. Got one, Tom?
Well, yeah, they just mentioned it, and I like number 2 also. So it's drawn up between those two. I'm not really. I like the whole land. I might get the whole Viking braid going on. So yeah, I kind of go to How to Train Your Dragon things.
I think my favorite is Shrek. DreamWorks didn't do the Minions, right?
I think they did, but they did do Shrek. Shrek would be my third.
Actually, probably Trolls would be my favorite.
Really?
Well, because my son loves the music. The music is fun on Trolls. The way they do September is just a fun rendition of it. I think Trolls is funny. I think it's hilarious. Da, 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 dun, 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 dun. I don't know. It's funny. I like Trolls. But all the DreamWorks films are actually really good. And
Illuminations
honestly,
was Minions. Okay.
Illumination. Okay. So thank you for that. Illumination. It's funny because they're both at Universal. All right, Q&A. Favorite Disney ride that is gone, not Splash Mountain.
Oh.
For me, it's an easy one. Great movie ride.
I'm going to say it's not really red, but I like the original version of Country Bears better than what we got now.
Well, that's ain't nothing like the great outdoors, ease your soul. Ain't nothing like the great outdoors to keep you from growing old. Bring on the meat and the golden fish and don't. Yeah, I love that. Was so much better than what we have now. They don't have that now. That song. Yeah. So the great movie ride is definitely going to be mine. I am still, honestly, kind of ticked off at them for getting rid of the great movie ride when it was very clear that they didn't have to, because they have plenty of other spots that they could have put Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which, I mean, it's on both coasts. You don't need it on both coasts. I see it in Disneyland. I don't think it needs to be in Disney World. The great movie ride was so unique. The great movie ride was one of those Disney rides that was so Disney, right? Like, it was like you couldn't get that anywhere else, and now you can't get it anywhere. There's nothing like it. It ticks me off, man. Just whatever. Yeah, exactly. Izzo's place talks about the blessing of size.
He just snuck in there. How's it going, Izzo?
Hey, what's up?
Welcome to the party, pal.
James All Day. Oh, there it is. It's time for a vacation, some rest and relaxation. Let's join us, bears, and suck up some air in the great outdoors. Ain't nothing like great outdoors. Easier, so do. I love that song. It's one of the songs that's on the first CD that I ever bought was at Epcot. I didn't have a CD player yet. It was really, really funny.
So did you spin it on your finger and go?
No. I got a CD player for my 16th birthday, and I want to say it was before my 16th birthday that my mom took me out there. Like, I think I was 15 years old that summer, and I went on a work trip with my mom. She's in the chat, so she can remind me. She was doing something. I don't think that was Monsanto. I think it was Merit's Motivation that she was working for at the time, and got sent down there on assignment, took me with her, and it was just the two of us. And it was the last time that I went to Walt Disney World as a child or as a kid, as teenagers. I wouldn't go again until I had my own family years later, like 20 some odd years later. So, but we, will anyone say Horizons? Horizons was good. Why didn't you guys say Horizons? Horizons was shining and new, but it wasn't my favorite. Right. Part of it was I didn't ride Horizons. Last time I rode it, I would have been 15 at that particular trip. But yeah, so we went down there, and the CDs were a new thing at that time. I think it was 1987. CDs were really just coming out.
86.
That was at 86 when CDs
they started CDs coming out. Yeah.
Okay, but it was 87 when I was down there, and I still listened to a lot of cassette tapes. And I thought Epcot being the future, right? It just seemed like this is the perfect gift to lead me into the future, a futuristic record, if you will, a CD. that was what I was thinking at the time, but I still have it, and it's all of Walt Disney World music at the time. But that's only two parks because MGM and Animal Kingdom weren't there. So pretty cool with that original CD set. And then I got a player for my 16th birthday, and then I would play it all the time. Favorite 80s animation film?
I think it was the 80s, but I am going to say Transformers, the movie.
That was my answer too.
That was it. I mean, that
come on. The
back then that was just insane. Going to the
I have the
theater.
soundtrack on 12-inch. I still have the 12-inch vinyl of the soundtrack. I mean, You've Got the Touch has got to be one of the greatest songs ever. You got the touch. This is really funny. When I became a massage therapist years later, I sometimes use the death of Optimus Prime in my massage music. I know it sounds weird, but the death of Optimus Prime happens to be a really good, relaxing song, and it's only background music. So
I am slowly fading away now.
Hey, sometimes you have to dare to be stupid.
Hey, don't any Weird Al. No Weird Al, unless you're having a big bowl of sauerkraut, buddy.
No, I actually am eating sauerkraut later. So,
yeah, a big bowl of it in Albuquerque. In Albuquerque?
Not in Albuquerque, though.
Oh, okay.
All right, this is going to be the last one, and then we're going to end the show. Favorite Transformer?
Oh, Starscream.
Really?
Followed by Megatron.
Interesting. Ironhide. Ironhide. That's my favorite. I loved Ironhide. Yep.
Somebody said G.I. Joe the movie, and that was good too, but it didn't have the hit. It didn't hit. It didn't hit like that soundtrack did. And when you get to see the World Eater come, it was like, oh wow! I
like jazz too. By the way, I like
cool.
jazz.
I kind of like the Decepticons. Soundwave.
Soundwave, and then his. I have Jetfire, Soundwave, Optimus. I don't know. They're all in a box. They're in several boxes. My G1s are all in several boxes at my mom's place. She's storing them for me. And I think I still have almost all of them that I had from when I was collecting as a kid. I have.
Long gone.
I can't remember what the city was called, but there was like a city thing that I have that you could transform the whole city.
Was it the world?
It wasn't Cybertron though. No. But I have Megatron. I think I have Starscream. I might have Starscream. I have a bunch. I have a bunch of the little ones. Bumblebee, little Bumblebee.
Did you have GoBots also?
I hated GoBots.
My brother had both of them. It was like he was young, and he's like, "Oh, look at these," and I'm like, "What are these? These look cheap."
That's it. I had Fortress Maximus. And I have all of the Constructicons and all the Dinobots.
Oh, the Destructicons.
Dinobots are dumb. And the Insecticons. I love the Insecticons. But the Constructicons that make what was his name? No, not Ultra Magnus. I have Ultra Magnus, but this who did the Constructicons make? Devastator. Devastator. Yes. Devastator, absolutely. Oh, Izzo's place had some GoBots. I probably had a couple of GoBots. I didn't save them, but the GoBots were operated by humans. They weren't like autonomous.
I remember a friend of mine got mad because he was trying to compare the Transformer Dinobots and everything that joined together to be a big robot. They're just like Voltron. No,
Voltron was different.
Voltron had people in it.
That's right. I loved Voltron too, but I don't have my original Voltron toy. I had the metal die-cast Voltron, not the plastic one.
Oh,
yeah, the original metal die-cast one that came out, and I don't know what happened to it. I probably do know what happened to it. There was one particular incident when I was changing apartments, and I had some of my stuff stored in a storage box outside the apartment, and I had a really bad roommate, and I had to move really fast, and I think I left a whole bunch of crap, good childhood stuff,
and your roommate
that particular box. That was. I had to have the police assist me getting out of that one. That was. I don't know. My mom remembers it was 1990 something. It was ridiculous.
That's not good. That's not good at all, man.
Yeah, it was a really bad situation. I won't go into all the circumstances.
Oh, good idea. Don't go down. We're going from Transformers to a bad situation. That sounds like you were dealing with the Transformer a little bit.
Yeah. I'm trying to. There was a little bit of that maybe happening. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for being here today. Tom, thanks for coming in for the chat and for everything. And we'll see you on Friday for the Brood Banter.
Yep, I'm going to take it over, and I have some other things going on my channel, which you know already. Kind of gonna blow up some stuff, and
look, I'm blowing up Tom.
Yeah, he blew me up. Now everybody's blind. Gonna be doing some more rocket launches, schedule permitting, and I got a couple other things popping out. Maybe some more music videos about featuring the dogs. I'm trying to work on it. So, and Brood Banter Friday 2 p.m. It's a Bark Magnitude takeover.
It's a Bark Magnitude takeover of Brood Banter on Erica and Raph's channel. So, and there was James all day on this one. Real quick thoughts. I will give you. Nope, that's the wrong one up. I put it's look, it moved when I clicked on it. There you go. I haven't seen it yet, so I got to see it first, and hopefully it's better than what I'm hoping.
Do that in this, yeah, that'd be. Or are they talking California?
I think it's here. I think it's Hollywood Studios. I don't know. There's some talk about it. Anyway, you can find me on the Dish, and hopefully I'll be putting some more videos out soon. And I will be, I believe, looking at just so you know the upcoming schedule. There will be a members only Dish on Saturday. I'm not sure what time. I'm going to get together with Vash because I think Vash does a members only on Saturday. So I'll probably follow his members only on Saturday. And then my wife and I think at Sunday, I'm not sure what time Sunday, maybe 5 o'clock, maybe a different time, but probably 5 o'clock on Sunday. My wife and I are going to do a special. Both of those videos are from you guys yesterday, meeting the goals. Thank you so much. Andy, we are figuring this out. I will probably ship this to you tomorrow. That's the hope and prayer. If not, it would definitely be on Friday, but we will be getting it out to you, Andy. Thank you for coming in for that. And That Park Place celebrates 30K coming up, and I think I'll be on that stream. But so keep an eye out for that. Other than that, we thank you guys for being here today so much, and I got to update this outro, but for now. Well, until next time, we'll see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao. Thank you.
Dishes are done, man. Cleans them down to the shot. Ah!